Hello, everybody. I'm Kurt Roskoff here for the Shakedown. 15 minutes of music and motion. And so, our founder, Jim Turk, always has told us to push yourself, but don't hurt yourself. It's all about making this session work for you, how you need to do it, want to do it. And it is up to you to make sure that it is friendly. I maybe didn't check my sound source here. Apparently ran out of battery. Oh no, I got 82%. Let me try for the music again. My music closed for some reason. So here we go. Let's try to. I thought my battery went out. It went black. Here we go. Let's try this again. All right, here we go. Let's punch to the sky.
Kurt, you can volume up. Volume up.
Should be what I want. Why isn't that? Yeah, her microphone has issues, so
okay.
I guess it'll just be a low sound today. I don't know how to adjust her microphone. All right, here we go. All right, now go to the side. All right, now we're gonna punch down, punch to the floor. All right, now we're gonna stand up straight. We're gonna go around the world. All right, other way. All right, now we're gonna go forward, grab that ladle, and we're gonna stir the pot. All right, back in the middle. Now we're going to take those forearms. We're going to go disco style. Roll and pop. All right, now we're going to go John Travolta style. Point up one way, cross the other. John Travolta disco dance. All right, other arm. All right, back to the middle. We're going to do arm curls, palm up, bicep curls. All right, palm down. All right, now we're going to hold the couple beer mugs or swing the hammers, two beer mugs, whatever you want to think of it as. Here we go. Hammer style. All right, back to the middle. Shake in the middle. And now we're going to brush off those shoulders. Okay, back to the middle. Now we're going to get our arms loose to the side. We're going to roll the shoulders. Be friendly to your shoulders here. Now we're going to roll the other way. All right, now we're going to go back to the middle, shake in the middle. Now we're going to look up. We're going to do a military press, bench press, up to the sky. Take that barbell and push it up and down. Okay, now we're going to go behind our head, up and down behind the head. Okay, back to the middle. All right, now we're going to go halfway up with both arms, back down, halfway around the world, up and down. All right, other way, other side. All right, now we're going to go back in the middle, shake in front. And now we're going to do the wave. We're at the big game doing the wave. All right, back in the middle. Now we're going to dig the holes and throw the dirt. Dig and throw. All right, now the other way, on the other side. Dig and throw. All right, back in the middle. Now we're going to start that lawnmower. Pull, start that lawnmower. Push lawnmower. Pull, start. All right, now the other way. Pull with the other arm. All right, now go ahead and push that lawnmower around. Push on those handles. Push on the handle. Push, mow. Let's make sure the thing works. How is it mowing? All right, back to the middle. All right, now we're going to do mashed potatoes, short and choppy. All right, now we're going to go bigger. We're going to do it more of the monkey. All right, now we're going to do the Carlton. All right, now we're going to go back in the middle. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of a little loosen up the neck a little bit. Go forward and backwards. Say yes, Kurt. Yes, Kurt. And then now we're going to go side to side, nice and easy. And then now we're going to roll the neck nice and smooth one way.
And the ones wearing many hats. Grainger offers professional grade.
Now go the other way.
Real-time product availability. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger for the ones.
All right, now we're going to do from the core to the floor, from the belly to the smelly, from the middle to the toes. Here we go. Let's get the calves, the thighs, the knees, the hips. We can even do twists. You can put in some twists there, side to side, nice and easy. Work those legs, abs. You can go back, nice and easy forward. You can bow to Kurt, bow to Kurt. Some legs again. You can do some high steps. Get those ankles. All right, back to the middle. Now it's baseball season. We're gonna swing that bat. All right, other way. Okay, now we're gonna do tennis. Throw the tennis ball up, swing over the net. Throw the tennis ball up, swing it over the net. Serve it up. All right, now the other way. Other arm. All right, I know it's April, but we're going to do a little March Madness basketball. March Madness basketball. Three-pointers. Here you go. Other arm. All right, here we go. Back in the middle. We're going to do patty cake. Patty cake, patty cake. Baker's man, right? Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Here we go. Toss it up high. All right. There we go. All right, back to the middle. All right. What are we going to do next? Oh, we're going to do swimming. Got to get our swimming arms going. The Debbie Hayes. All right, back to the middle. Now we're going to do Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off, same hand. Now switch. Wax on, wax off. Same hand, wax on. Wax off. Same hand, wax on. Wax off. All right, back to the middle. Now we're going to do more Karate Kid. We're going to brush. Here we go. Brush the fence. All right, now the other arm. Brush the fence. All right, now we're going to do the house. Brush the house. Paint the house. Paint the house. All right, now the other arm. Paint the house. All right, back to the middle. All right, and now it's time for wings. We can do a bunch of these to finish up. Here we you go. Keep doing wings.
Bounty Mega Roll. 4 rolls in 1.
All right, one more set of wings. One more wings. There we go. And that is the time. Way to go. 15 minutes of music in motion. And now we're going to check in with Mark. Mark, how are we doing? Are you ready to tell us what's packed in our day?
Well, you can go ahead with community announcements. if
Okay.
you'd like.
Sure. We will do community announcements today. It is Saturday, April 5th, Cinco de Abril, maybe? I don't know. I'd have to check my Spanish. But 2025, Saturday, we do 1 o'clock Central. All of our times are Central Time because this thing got started out of Madison, Wisconsin. So Saturday is 1 o'clock. We do World of Ability for a couple hours. So that's meeting ID 404-058-6152. Come join us for World of Ability. Sundays, the 2nd and 4th Sundays. So it'll be a week from tomorrow, Sunday. 2nd and 4th, Mondays, 3 p.m. is Essential Wealth and Health Solutions. Every Sunday, 4 and 5:30, Blue Collar Crypto. Monday, 4 p.m., Platinum Mindset. The 1st and 3rd Mondays, so that'll be this coming Monday, Santa's VIP panel. And then we have 6:30 PDH Mission Monday. Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Aspie Bridge. 8 p.m. World of Pets. Wednesday, Master of Connections. And Who Cares? 7:30 Ability MK Now. At 8:05 Wednesday nights, we do TDC Today's Show Communities. Thursday, 11 is World of Wealth. Friday's lineup is 11 a.m. Platinum Mindset, 2 o'clock Choose Greater Health, 4 o'clock Revolutionize Your Marketing, and 5 p.m. is World of Nutrition. Always the 2nd Friday of every month. So we're back to Mark. Are you ready to roll?
Okay, well, we'll, I guess, start with the day's holidays, the more serious ones first, finish up with the fun ones as usual. And today is the first Saturday of April. A lot of holidays for that. National Love Our Children Day, part of the campaign to raise awareness about all forms of child abuse. International Firewalk Day. People throughout the world take part in firewalks, which involve ambling barefoot over a bed of hot stones or embers. The ritual is performed as a rite of passage, as a test of a person's courage and mental fortitude. National Handmade Day, recognizing handmade craftsmanship and the people who perform them, such as baking, pottery, knitting, and the like. Every day is Tag Day, an opportunity to educate and encourage pet owners to have their pets microchipped or provide them with collared identification tags. And finally, the first Saturday is International Pillow Fight Day. April 5th is Gold Star Spouses Day, honoring and grieving with the families of lost or wounded military service members. It was originally known as Gold Star Wives Day but the day has now become inclusive of all family members, male or female, who have lost loved ones through service in the military. Accelerate ACL Awareness Among Young Women Day, aimed at raising awareness among parents, coaches, educators, and young women on how to prevent and treat ACL injuries. National Go for Broke Day honors one of the finest military units that fought for peace and saw to the end of World War II. That was the 442nd Regiment Combat Team of the United States Army. The members of that unit were all American Japanese. And it is the International Day of Conscience, commemorating the importance of the human conscience, an intellectual quality that differentiates us from the rest of the animal kingdom. National Self-Care Day, also known as National Body Care Day, about putting yourself first and celebrating all things that bring you wellness and happiness. First Contact Day, celebrating the day that Vulcans and humans made contact for the first time on the Star Trek series. Read a Roadmap Day, remembering the days before GPS, when people used paper road maps to aid themselves in navigating their routes. And lots of things in the food categories. It's National Deep Dish Pizza Day. Yes, please. And National Caramel Day. National Raisin and Spice Bar Day. And National Peeps Day. The marshmallow treats. And it's also Bell Bottoms Day. I guess you can go a little retro with those. And it's National Flash Drive Day, appreciating that little gadget. And finally, we have National Dandelion Day, celebrating the unique qualities of the flower and the versatile traits that help it thrive all over the world. Well, most people with lawns would rather get rid of them, but they are a food source in many ways too. And the musicians with birthdays today, excuse me, up in the top, that is Agnetha Faltskog. She was a singer with ABBA, Dancing Queen, whole string of other hits. Down below in the brown hat is Pharrell Williams, singer-songwriter, known for the song Happy. And up on top, that is Juicy J. He is a rapper, songwriter, and record producer with 3-6 Mafia. And a few musicians not pictured with birthdays. Gail Storm, the singer, known for I Hear You Knockin'. Tony Williams, singer with the Platters. Only You and the Great Pretender. Ronnie White, singer with the Miracles. Shop Around. Alan Clark, vocalist with the Hollies. The Air That I Breathe, Bus Stop, Carrie Ann, bunch of other hits. Mike McCready, musician and lead guitarist with Pearl Jam. And finally, Kid. Originally, Kid Cool Out. He later shortened his name to just Kid. Real name, Christopher Reed. Anyway, he is a rapper with the duo Kid and Play. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. And on this day in history, 4 items I picked out. In 1614, in Virginia, Native American Pocahontas married English colonist John Rolfe. In 1923, Firestone Tire and Rubber Company began production of balloon-type tires. And in 1987, Married with Children debuted on Fox. And finally, in 1997, The Crocodile Hunter premiered on Animal Planet. And your fact of the day, the average wait time at a fast food restaurant drive-through is 222 seconds. Okay. Back to Kurt.
All right, folks. Thanks, Mark. Good program. Boy, oh boy, we learn a lot every time we're here at the On Your Mark program with our friend Mark. All right, so now that brings us up to picture time. And so let's get those smiling faces on. Let's get the expression going and make sure to give me a minute. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, but it may take me 60 seconds to get it done. So here we go. A 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. All right. Hang in there for me. All right. So here we go. Hang in there. Full screen. And I think I got it. Let's take a look at what I came up with here. I don't even know what I got here. Let's see if we look all right here. Control V. Oh, look at that. Putting it in the chat. That is one for the album right there. All right, everybody, tune in tomorrow. We are here every day. It's always only a day away.